Hello students, welcome to Tobinsharan team. Today we are going to learn about interjections. What are interjections? Interjections are words or phrases that are used to express a sudden or strong emotion or feeling. They are often used in speech to add emphasis or convey a particular mood. They can be used to convey a range of emotions from joy to sadness, surprise, disgust, and more. Interjections are a vital part of our language and they can be found in both written and spoken communication. So, we have already discussed about the definition of interjections. Now, let's go through certain examples of interjections for better comprehension. Okay. Here are some examples. Wow. Oh no. Yeah. Ouch. Ah. Hooray. Wah. Oops. And many more. These are the examples of interjections. And when do we use these words? We use these words to convey a range of emotions from joy to sadness, surprise, disgust, and more. When you get surprised about something, you use the word wow. When any part of your body get hurt, you use the word ouch. And when you succeed in something, you use the word yay. So, with all these examples, we understood that we use the words of interjections, that is wow, oh no, yeah, ouch, ah, hooray, wah, oops. We use these words to convey a particular mood or to convey range of emotions. So, by using interjections in your own speech and writing, you can add depth and emotion to your communication. So, hereby we had already discussed about the definition and certain examples of interjections. Okay. Now, let's go on to another segment, that is types of interjections. Interjections can be categorized into different types based on the emotions they convey. Let's take a look at some of the most common types. Most common types of interjections can be categorized into four based on the emotions like joy, then sadness, then surprise, then disgust. When we feel joy or happiness, we use the interjections hooray, yeah, woohoo, and so on. And when we feel sadness, we use the interjections oh no, alas, boohoo, etc. When we feel surprise, we use the interjections wow, wah, holy cow, etc. And when we feel disgust, we use the words ew, gross, yuck, and so on. These are just a few examples, but there are many more types of interjections out there. By understanding the different types of interjections, you can better use them to convey your own emotions and feelings. Now that we have covered the definition of interjections, common examples, and the type of interjections, now let's talk about how to use them in your writing, in your own writing and speech. One of the most important things to keep in mind when using interjections is to be mindful of the context. That is, interjections can add emphasis and emotion to your communication, but using them too frequently or inappropriately can be distracting or even annoying. When using interjections in your writing or speech, it is important to consider your audience and the tone of your message. Are you trying to convey excitement, surprise, or disappointment? Depending on the situation, different interjections may be more appropriate than others. Now, let's discuss interjections in popular culture. Interjections are a common feature in popular culture, from movies and TV shows to music and more. Let's take a look at some examples and how they add to the overall tone and mood of a piece of media. For example, let's take the example of the TV show or the TV series Friends. In the series, if you have watched it, you might know. Otherwise, I'll tell you in the series there is a usage of the interjection oh my god frequently. The characters use the interjection oh my god sometimes. Another example that we can take is from Sherlock Holmes. The interjection that the character use is aha. So therefore, by using interjections in popular culture, creators can add depth and emotion to their work. Whether it's to convey excitement, surprise, or humor, interjections can help create a connection between audience and the media. So now we have already discussed about the definition of interjection, then common examples, the types, then how to use interjections in your own writing and speech. Then we discussed about interjections in popular culture by taking the examples of the TV series Friends and Sherlock Holmes. Now let's discuss about the common mistakes to avoid when using interjections. While interjections can be a powerful tool in your communication, there are some common mistakes to avoid. Let's take a look at a few. First is overusing interjections. Using too many interjections can be distracting and take away from the overall impact of your message. Next is using inappropriate interjections. Some interjections may be inappropriate or offensive in certain contexts. So, while using interjections, you need to keep in mind these 2 points, that is, do not overuse interjections. Next is do not use inappropriate interjections. Now, I hope you understood what interjections are. Let's practice them. Okay. I'm going to give you a list of sentences and I want you to add an interjection to each one to show how the speaker is feeling. Since this is an audio class, I'll be speaking the sentences. The sentences wouldn't be displayed on the screen, so please listen to my words. And I want you to comment down the interjections for each sentences that I am going to tell. Okay. First sentence is, I can't believe I got A on my test. The second sentence is, the roller coaster is so high. The third sentence is, my favorite band is coming to town. The fourth sentence is, the puppy is so cute. Last sentence is, I lose my phone. So these are the sentences. So what I want is that I want you to add an interjection to each of these sentences in the comment section, and that is your work. So let's rewind today's class. Today we discussed about interjections. Interjections are words or phrases that are used to express a sudden or strong emotion or feeling. They can be used to convey a range of emotions from joy to sadness, surprise, disgust, and more. Then we discussed about the types of interjections. Interjections can be categorized into different types based on the emotions like joy, sadness, surprise, and disgust. Thereafter, we discussed about how to use them, how to use interjections in our own writing and speech. Then we discussed about interjections in popular culture with reference to TV series Friends and Sherlock Holmes. Then we discussed about common mistakes to avoid when using interjections. Thereafter, I have given you a work. I have given you 5 sentences and I want you to write the interjections of each sentences in the comment section. You may write interjections by looking at the emotions of each sentences. So that's all about today's class. I hope you have understood clearly about what interjections is. I have discussed many things about interjections. If you find today's audio class useful, please subscribe to Tobin Sharan team.